Jai Gurudev. So, during the silence and solitude of the global pandemic, a moment of stillness echoed around the world. It was during this time that a deeply moving video emerged. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, seated by a serene lake, penning a heartfelt poem titled Just Be. The video went viral and the words became a balm to countless souls. Today, we sit down with a senior Art of Living faculty member and an officer of the Vedic Dhamma Sansthan to explore the deeper wisdom behind this poetic gem. So, the genesis of this stillness is, can you share the context in which Gurudev composed this poem and why it resonated so strongly? Yes, Jai Gurudev, the pandemic brought the world to a standstill, forcing humanity to confront uncertainty, isolation, and fear. While most were grappling with restlessness, Gurudev, from the depth of his silence, offered this poem, Just Be. It was his way of inviting us back to the present moment. That visual of him writing beside the tranquil lake was symbolic. Nature was at peace, and so too could we be if we tuned into our essence. Let's delve into the poem line by line. The first line reads, True joy is going beyond your identity. What does it mean in the context of Vedantic philosophy? Yes, a profound beginning in Vedanta, identity or ahamkara is seen as a limitation. Our labels, nationality, profession, even our name are roles we play. True joy lies in transcending these roles and recognizing the self or Atman, which is universal and eternal. Gurudev captures this truth in such simple language. When you go beyond your identity, you are no longer bound by duality or ego. You become free, you become blissful. Absolutely, that's also what meditation teaches us, not to escape life, but to disidentify life with what we are not. When we sit in silence, we often realize we are not our roles, not even our thoughts. And in that realization, there is joy. The next line says, Rest. Real rest is going beyond your desires. A rather counterintuitive statement, isn't it? Yes, indeed, but it is spiritually accurate. Desires keep the mind agitated. In the Yoga Vasista, it is said that desire is the root of restlessness. Real rest comes when we transcend craving and aversion, raga and dvesha. Gurudev didn't say suppress desire, he said to go beyond it. That's the key difference. I have seen this in so many of our course participants. Initially, they chase rest by fulfilling desires, vacations, gadgets, accolades, but the real deep rest comes in a few moments of Sudarshan Kriya or silence when the mind is no longer desiring anything. There is a oneness, maturity, and the wisdom of being. The next line stands out as well. Mature love is feeling the oneness. What kind of love is Gurudev referring to here? This is not emotional dependency or transactional affection. It's a love that arises from a sense of non duality. Gurudev often says, the more centered you are, the more you can love without fear. Mature love is not needy, it is spacious, unconditional, and free from insecurity. That kind of love flows naturally when you feel connected with all. The Advaita Vedanta view also supports this. When you truly see yourself in the other, love becomes an experience of oneness. There is no you and me, only we. Gurudev is pointing to the spiritual maturity. And then the powerful refrain, relax and just be, simple yet profound. What does it mean to just be? Yes, Jai Gurudev, it means dropping all doing for a moment. We live in a world obsessed with productivity, achievement, identity. Gurudev is reminding us you are a human being, not a human doing. Just being without resistance, without judgment is the greatest way to peace. It's what meditation teaches us. The stillness behind all action, it is the state of sahaja sthiti or natural effortless awareness, where we also reach through the effortless technique of Sahat Samadhi meditation. When the seer rests in the self, there is no effort to become someone or reach somewhere. That is the ultimate spiritual goal, and it begins with the instruction, just be. So there is the impermanence of events. The last lines complete the message with wisdom. Events are transitory. Pick up the wisdom and be free. Would you say this was especially meant for the pandemic era? Yes, and beyond, the Vedic rishis knew that life is anitya or impermanent, but every event, however painful, carries a seed of wisdom. Gurudev is teaching us not to cling to the external event, but to take the essence, the learning, and move ahead lighter and freer. I remember Gurudev telling us during the early lockdowns, this too shall pass, and it will. And it did. But many who were able to pick up the inner growth, the stillness, the spiritual discipline, they emerge transformed. That's the freedom he refers to, not just external liberation, but inner mukti. If there is one message from this poem you would like everyone to carry in their hearts, what would it be? That you don't need to run away to a forest or a mountain to find peace. Wherever you are in any moment, you can just pause, relax, and just be. And that wisdom is not something far away. It is hidden in every experience, every still moment. Gurudev's poem is not just poetry, it is Upadesha, a teaching, a map to inner freedom. As the world continues to churn through its rhythms and storms, the words of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji remain an anchor. Just be a whisper from the depths of stillness that reminds us joy, rest, love, wisdom, and freedom are not destinations, they are our very nature. Let us pick up this wisdom. Let us just be Jai Gurudev.